Okay, students. So in the previous class, we discussed about the trigonometric ratios. What are the formulas we can use to that respective trigonometric ratios? Sine, cos, tan, cosecant, secant, cotangent. Okay, just we can recall that. Sine is opposite by hypotenuse, cos is adjacent by hypotenuse, tan is opposite by adjacent. So these are reciprocals of these trigonometric ratios. Cosecant is a reciprocal for this, means cosecant is a hypotenuse by opposite, secant is a reciprocal of cos, then hypotenuse by adjacent, cot is a reciprocal of tan, then adjacent by opposite. Okay, so we are discussing some more note points belonging to the trigonometric ratios. Just what we know, just I'm writing here only. So cosecant A, secant A and cot A are reciprocal, respectively the reciprocals of the ratios sin A, cos A and tan A. Clear? So these three are reciprocals of these three respectively. The meaning of the sin A is a reciprocal of cosecant A. The meaning of the both are to be reciprocals to each other. In the same way, secant A is reciprocal for cos A. Cot A is reciprocal for tan A. Clear? So and then the ratio of sin A and cos A is tan A. The ratio of sin A and cos A is tan A. For example, this is sin A. This is cos A. Sin A by cos A, what we are getting the result here? Sin by cos, then automatically opposite by hypotenuse, by adjacent by hypotenuse. Hypotenuse cancel. What is the balance here? Opposite by adjacent. Opposite by adjacent is the formula for which one? Tan. Clear what I said? Generally sin is opposite by hypotenuse, cos is adjacent by hypotenuse. Sin by cos, what we are getting the result? Means opposite by hypotenuse by adjacent by hypotenuse. Both the denominators are same, then we can cancel those. And the balance is opposite by adjacent. Opposite by adjacent is the formula for the tan. So then the ratio of sin and cos is to be tan. The ratio of sin and cos is to be tan. Similarly, cosecant, clear, secant and cosecant, secant and cosecant ratio is to be, okay, sorry, okay, cosecant and secant ratio. Look at this, cosecant by secant. Hypotenuse cancel. What's the balance? 1 by opposite by 1 by adjacent. Write the reverse order of that. 1 by opposite into adjacent by 1 means adjacent by opposite. Adjacent by opposite means cot. The meaning of a thing, cosecant theta by secant theta is equal to cot theta. Cosecant theta, theta means whatever the angle you can substitute in the place of A or C. Okay, cosecant A by secant A is equal to cot A. Cosecant C by cosecant C is also to be equal to cot C. Same. Sin by cos is tan, cosecant by secant is cot. Okay, so that is the meaning of the thing here. The ratio of sin A and cos A is tan A. Then the ratio of cosecant A and cos secant A is cot A. Okay, now according to these two statements, sin A is equal to 1 by cosecant A if cosecant A is equal to 1 by sin A. Okay, sin A is equal to 1 by cosecant A, that implies cosecant A is equal to 1 by sin A. If it is possible, then automatically is also to be possible. So okay, not to be must and should, this is possible. This is also to be possible. Then same, cos is 1 by secant, secant is 1 by cos, tan is 1 by cot, cot is 1 by sin. Okay, then tan A is equal to sin A by cos A, cot A is equal to cos A by sin A. Okay, cot A is equal to 1 by cos A by sin A. Why? Because tan is a reciprocal of cot. So what we have that, write the reverse order of that cos by sin. The same way, so cot is also to be equal to that, just now I said cosecant by secant. Tan is also to be equal to, okay, secant by cosecant. Okay, whatever that, we are getting the result is to be same. Okay, sin by cos is tan, cos by sin is cot. Okay, then and one more point, we know the Pythagoras theorem formula. What is the Pythagoras theorem formula? Hypotenuse square is equal to side square plus side square. That means hypotenuse means h square, side square means one of the side square plus side square. Okay, here based on this formula we can solve the first exercise totally. Hypotenuse square is equal to side square plus side square. So already we know that the Pythagoras theorem. So it is called as a hypotenuse here. Okay, opposite to that right angle is called as a hypotenuse. There's a one more side. It's a side. This side is one more side. This result is h square is equal to side square plus side square. Okay, so if any two sides measures are to be known in this right angle triangle, then automatically you can find the third measure by applying this formula. Clear? Okay, any two sides are to be known in this right angle triangle, we can find the third side. Okay, so to find the third side, we can use this formula. Hypotenuse square is equal to side square plus side square. Okay, then coming to this, hypotenuse is the longest side of the right triangle. Okay, which one is the longest side in the right angle triangle? Hypotenuse is the longest side of the right angle triangle. So that the values of sin A by cos A is always less than 1 or equal to 1. The meaning of the thing directly you can write as that less than or equal to 1. Less than or equal to 1. Clearly what I said. So hypotenuse is longest side of the right angle triangle. Yes, clearly it is a hypotenuse is the longest side of the right angle triangle. Okay, so sin the formula used to be, the meaning of thing automatically these are to be two smaller sides, but which one is smaller in these two you don't know, just depends upon the problem. We can say that, for example, so what to say that 3 4 5, these are the Pythagorean triplet numbers. Already we know that in our earlier classes, Pythagorean triplet numbers 3 4 5. Okay, so means it is the longest side, it is the opposite side for this A B C. What is the sin A formula? Sin A formula is opposite by hypotenuse. What is it? 3 by 5. Clear what I write? 3 by 5. It is a sin formula. Okay. Cos formula, adjacent by hypotenuse. Cos A formula, adjacent by hypotenuse. Cos formula, adjacent by hypotenuse. 3 by 5. So it is an improper fraction or proper fraction? Okay, it is a proper fraction. Proper fraction means numerator is a lesser to compare the denominator. Then automatically the result of that proper fraction is always to be less than 1. 3 by 5. 3 by 5. Cos is also to be proper fraction. The meaning of a thing always it is to be less than 1. Okay, sometimes the result is also to be equal to 1. Okay, so at which time the result is equal to 1, we'll discuss it later. Okay, the meaning of a thing, sin and cos values are always to be less than or equal to 1. 3 by 5 is less than 1, 4 by 5 is also to be less than 1. Okay, clear what I write? So, okay, hypotenuse is the longest side. Based on that, the denominator should be greater to compare the numerator. Then automatically the result of that is less than 1. Okay, sometimes it is equal to 1, which time we'll discuss it later. Okay, so that the values of sin A and cos A is always less than 1 or equal to 1. In which case it is equal, we'll discuss later. Okay, so then based on these concepts, we go to the formula. We go to the question answers. Example 1.